Well, sadly, over the past few years, we've seen illegal migrant boat crossings, extremely dangerous route, people exploited, of course, by criminal gangs. We have seen this problem get worse and worse and worse. And I'm sad to say that the number of crossings we're now seeing across this route, despite what the government, despite what Priti Patel have said, have got to record high levels recently. Just to give you an idea of the scale of what we're seeing now, over 550 people came across on small boats over the weekend, including 336 people on 19 boats on Friday, a record for a single day in 2021, surpassing the previous high of 209 on the 28th of April. So far, the number of migrants getting to the UK via this route, via small boats across the channel, more than double the rate of 2020, which was 8,713. Itself, more than quadruple the numbers we saw in 2019. I mean, year on year on year, the scale of what we're seeing, the scale of the number of people coming across via this route is just growing every single year. And the Telegraph today with an article saying that channel migrants are threatening mob unrest over accommodation delays, a border force union warning. And Lucy Morton is quoted in this story. She's the professional officer for the ISU Immigration Union. By the way, I'll put a link down to this story below if you want to go and read it. The border force has been overwhelmed by the phenomenal number of illegal migrants now crossing the channel. Lucy Morton quoted as saying, border force staff are feeling increasingly threatened. She said there is a risk of unrest from these groups. She says they are not exhausted, beaten down and glad to be here. They know they're going to be moved into accommodation. They want to be moved into accommodation. If that doesn't happen promptly, they get cross about it. Goes on to say they have to be clothed, but we cannot provide hot food there. They might not have eaten anything. There is a mob mentality, she says, that takes over. The vast majority are young males. The families and children are moved clear very quickly. Finishing off by saying these are groups of people used to acting together to get what they need, and frequently we cannot understand what they are saying to each other. The numbers arriving, she concludes by saying, are phenomenal. And it comes back to that basic point, doesn't it, yet again, that unless those who come to the UK illegally know there's no point doing so because they will not be allowed to stay, sadly, we're going to see the scale of this continue to grow. We've already seen, looking back at the data before the research that's been done on this, the numbers that come across illegally via this route that are deported is just so low. At the moment, it still seems the odds are that if you come to the UK illegally via this route, via small boats, you will be allowed to stay. And until that changes, sadly, it looks to me that the numbers are just going to keep increasing. Of course, we've heard Priti Patel and the government lay out the changes that they want to see. But as it stands, this issue is becoming bigger. The numbers are becoming greater. So let me know what you think. What do you want to see Boris Johnson and Priti Patel do? And of course, as ever, thanks for watching.